Welcome back to the show. Well, just imagine being in Times Square, New York, and staring at the artwork of our very own, massively displayed for all to see. Let's welcome the team behind the Dazed Ducks franchise. And we have here two of the members, and that's Zach Hadid and Ron Terrell Howell, aka Guava the artist. Did I get that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. Good morning, gentlemen. How are you
Good
doing?
morning.
Good morning.
Very good, thank you.
Excellent. Now let's get into this first. What is Dazed Ducks franchise? Let me ask you, Guava the artist. What is that?
Well, Dazed Ducks started off with one of my characters that I did from a while back, and it was decided between me and my team members for us to use that as our branding figure. So I let Zach jump in and then tell you some more about it too.
Sure, so Dazed Ducks is more than just art. A lot of you guys have probably heard about NFTs and cryptocurrency and all this amazing technology behind it. And we decided to use this as an opportunity to get this guy's art into the hands of people all across the globe. So Dazed Ducks is a collection of 10,000 pieces of art that he actually hand drew digitally. And then we computer generated a bunch of different combinations from these several layers that he drew and came up with all these 10,000 unique looking Dazed Ducks that either have different skins, different apparel, different accessories. You're seeing a few of them now. These are actually some of the legendary Dazed Ducks, which are one of ones. So no other Dazed Ducks look like those legendaries. They're inspired by real life figures like Jay-Z, Collie Buddz, Buju Banton. Who else is in there? Steve Aoki, a few more. So we're an NFT collection, like what you see Bored Apes Yacht Club, if you've heard about them. And these NFT collections are becoming very popular because, as I said, they can get creators or artists' artwork into the hands of thousands of people across the globe in very little time, with very little need to be doing in real life exhibits, events that could be costly, having to go and network in the art communities. We've gotten Guava's art into the hands of people that have done animations for Pixar already. We have the billboard on Times Square, as you said. So it's a brand that has allowed us to take art and combine branding and merchandising and everything else that can go into a business into one.
Well, how did you guys come up with that idea to use that platform? And, it's obviously gotten you guys to where you guys are right now. So where did that idea come from?
Oh, Guava, you can talk a bit about how you and Sean started.
Well, Sean approached me a while back. He was, has been a fan of my work for a good few years, and he's been following my Instagram for a good few years. He's always supported by, liking and commenting, and then he stepped up to the plate when he called me up and said, "Hey, man, we should work on a project together. Yeah, do you know anything about NFTs?" I said, "I don't know much about it. I've been hearing about it." But he said, "I think we should do it because I think you would kill it," and blah, blah. I said, "Hey, I'm game if you're game." And he's that person who doesn't just talk. He really, puts action in place. So this man came to me. He bought some artwork from me. We sat down, had some meetings. And, from one thing led to another. We started with some other NFTs on my Rarible site. It didn't go so crazy, but then we took another approach, which was a collection route, and then Zach jumped on board, and he's all about marketing and getting. I don't want to say it, but yeah, getting it done. So I figured, well, let's go with that. And then Zach, he enlightened us about the whole collection project and how it works, and we're gonna need more people involved. So we had to get a tech guy involved, and that's where Sash came in. And then he's our tech master, and he hooked up with his dev teams over in Germany and Switzerland, and then it just moved from there. So it started off for us to sell some art, but then it just went from art into like this full company now. And yeah.
Yeah, it took off really quickly. When I saw Guava and Sean initially discussing the idea of doing something with the NFT space, I quickly jumped in and said, "Guys, I want to work with you guys because I've been monitoring the space myself for a while and I never really had the opportunity, and I knew that I followed Guava all my life. I knew he was the one that had to do anything in this space from Antigua first, So I called Sean up. I said, can I get involved? If you haven't done anything, I can bring marketing skills to the table. And now
He brought it.
I'm pretty much, handling all our marketing, our community management. We have over 15,000 followers on Twitter. We have about 15,000 members in our Discord, which is a chat room that is used in this tech space quite a lot. Almost 7,000 followers on Instagram, and all of this was actually done very organically. Because in the space, you're not allowed to run the traditional paid advertising campaigns that you could with your regular brand or business. So we're not allowed to put $100 on Facebook and run those Facebook ads. We had to do it very strategically, word of mouth. And we also saw this as an opportunity to onboard local people into the cryptocurrency space as well. A lot of our friends had been interested in cryptocurrencies, interested in the whole concept of an NFT, and we decided, you know what, let's use your art because that's going to catch their attention and kind of give their trust and gain their support pretty quickly. And then let's use that as the process to teach them a bit about how cryptocurrencies work, how they can get on board, and how to even set up a digital wallet, how to purchase cryptocurrency if they needed to, and then what an NFT is, how it can work more than just art, how it gives you access into a brand. Think of it very much as like a loyalty program. You're a brand. If you want to issue, for instance, 10,000 loyalty cards to your best customers, that then gives them perks or benefits for interacting with the brand. We've literally done just that using his art as those loyalty cards. And it kind of builds that community now.
Excellent, excellent. You guys are doing excellent work.
Thank you.
We've spoken about the production and all of that. Now let's talk about the feeling of, now where you guys are now, having your art on Times Square. That's a big deal. So how does that make you feel?
Guava.
Oh, I smiled, man.
Where are you going this weekend, Guava?
Oh, God, yo, I don't want to say that yet, so let's just
No, we're trying to get him up to New York this weekend so that he can take a selfie in front of that at least. Because we haven't actually had the chance to celebrate. We launched our marketing, I think, November 1st. We started working as a team October 1st. So within 30 days last year, within 30 days, we were launching our marketing, and then we launched the actual collection as of January 1st. So it's been less than a month since the actual collection has launched, and that is where we just haven't had the chance to celebrate. We launched New Year's Day, so we were all a little tired from the night before. And since then, once you launch these projects, you open yourself up to working with your community, because the idea behind them, at least from the investors that come in from the US or from around the globe, is when they buy an NFT, they feel that they are now a shareholder in that brand or in that business, because there's only 10,000 NFTs available and they allow you access into this community. They feel like they have a say. So we're constantly on our computers 24/7 getting demands from an artistic standpoint, from a marketing standpoint, from a branding standpoint, do this, do this. We even have people that own Dazed Duck NFTs in the States already printing them on their shirts, already having them on their hoodies, creating clothing brands out of them. We have a few that are doing 3D animations for the sandbox already.
For the metaverse.
For the metaverse, which is a whole new conversation. That actually was done by one of our holders who purchased one of the legendary Dazed Ducks, Guava Drew. And he has been building this out on his own time, at his own cost, to make sure that Guava's art and brand and the Dazed Ducks brand has a presence in that next phase of this technology, which is a metaverse that everybody hears about. Facebook creating their metaverse, or these other companies launching this digital and virtual worlds. Well, the Dazed Ducks brand will be there. And that's huge for a country like Antigua, because this technology is really that first opportunity we have to have a level playing field with everybody else. So the Times Square ad was an example of that.
This is excellent. This is amazing. Guava, I really have to ask you, as a local, as a young boy growing up, did you ever see yourself doing this? You're obviously very talented, and a lot of the times here, as young people, we don't think that we could get anywhere further than our shores, but now you have branched off. You're doing amazing things. Did you ever think that you'd get here?
If I said no, I'd be lying. So I would say yeah, because I've been doing this since I was a kid. I've been drawing since about 2 to 3 years old. Anybody can tell you. If anybody has one thing I do can do is draw and create. And I've always projected my thoughts into the future. So I always like see myself doing things in the future. I always said to myself, I'm gonna do either some cartoon or art for as a career for the rest of my life, or I'm gonna die. So you know what I mean? It's either that or that.
Yeah, Guava's
So
led by example.
anybody who has that drive and motivation, whether it's art or music or whether it's something good and you're not hurting anybody and not hurting yourself, hey man, I just say push on and just block out all the naysayers, you know, because I had a lot of haters coming up, you know what I mean, especially teachers and stuff. You know, they'll like punish you and stuff because I was trying to draw and trying to like just do what I love to do. And that's, I think, something that we need to focus on is that kids that have like talents and drive, we shouldn't like block it from them. We should focus on them and nurture them. And then at the same time, you can give them traditional education, but let them focus on the one that they're really good at. That way, they won't be, you know what I mean, bored or don't want to like focus on class, and then you have a clash next and the kid follow to school and he didn't want to do school, and you know, another thing go. But yeah.
Yeah, Guava's led by example. We had to keep up with him.
Indeed, but you know, guys, do you have anything new that you guys may be working on? Any new mutations? I think that's what I have here. I don't know the proper terms for it, you know. Any new ducks?
I'll say this, right? We've been getting a lot of requests about they want the female ducks, because what I did, one of the collections, I teased the female ducks on one of the pieces with a duck sitting on the face of a male duck, and that just have everybody going crazy, so they want
Guava,
female ducks.
you'd never had a female duck.
No. This is the thing, right? With the collection, I teased a female duck because I wanted people to, like, you know what I mean, get the idea that that could be coming next. So I let Zach jump in on that one and them talk about the mutation part.
So your reference to mutation is like with Bored Apes Yacht Club, one of the very popular NFT collections out there, has this version of the exact collection where they've been mutated by some sort of serum, and they have these like cool features. We're getting so much demand from our community for something like that, but as you saw with the metaverse ready Dazed Ducks that one of our holders is working on, we're torn between what direction do we go.
Yeah.
Do we want to add more art into the collection that potentially could dilute the value of that original 10,000? Or do we want to add utility now to those existing 10,000s where you could in the future maybe drink a 3D serum and get mutated into a 3D version of your duck? We're going very down the rabbit hole of the whole NFT strategy, but ultimately there will be a lot more stuff coming other than just the art behind the Dazed Ducks. The first thing we're actually working on is merchandise.
Yeah.
And that will be exclusive to people that hold a Dazed Duck first. So in order to get that, you see some of it teased right now. Guava actually hand drew the catalog, sent this over to one of these suppliers we sourced in California, who works with a lot of the celebrities in the rap and hip hop industry, creating their clothing brands. And he's able to literally, what Guava has drawn, pretty much produce and source for us. So this collection of merchandise and clothing and apparel is actually going to be very premium, high quality, available all throughout the world to all the different holders that we have. That will probably come in the springtime.
Yeah, we're shooting for that.
Yeah.
So.
And then as we build out the Dazed Ducks brand, we're also going to add a few different online businesses and ventures that will help grow the brand, but also offer more to people that maybe aren't holding a Dazed Duck but want to get involved. These sort of things are going to include like a free-to-play game place. So these online and mobile games are very popular. Now imagine if they were all skinned by Guava and in his hand-drawn style.
There you go.
We were even teasing one of those the other night.
Yeah, we did, and people are going wild.
That's huge.
They're very popular, so that's going to be something that will be cool and innovative. And then more on the business standpoint, where also the team is going to try to launch an exchange where people will be able to advertise on the marketplace. So if you have a business or brand, and on the metaverse, sorry, if you have a business or brand and you'd like to advertise within the metaverse,
there you go.
This service will be provided by Dazed Ducks as well.
Yeah, there you go.
So we're just building out our ecosystem consistently. We have a lot of requests from our holders and our community to do more, but we've promised to do a set amount of things. You can see on our white paper on our website where we're going, how long we expect all of this to take us. Once we get those things completed, then we will probably move on to suggestions from the community. Because that's how we like to operate. There is another abbreviation I'm going to throw out there called a DAO, a DAO, and that is the next level to all of this crypto, NFTs. This is what comes next. And that is pretty cool because it's pretty much an organization that is autonomously controlled, meaning we can have 10,000 people deciding and governing where the brand goes. And this could be applied to anything. It doesn't have to be a brand. It could be a business. It could be even a political structure within a country. It's really cool concepts coming out of technology, combining art, combining community, combining utility all in one.
Yep.
It's excellent. Well, gentlemen, I could speak to you guys for hours on this talk because I'm so amazed by all the amazing work that you
Thank
guys are doing. I did not know that I've seen your art, but I didn't know how huge this was until today. So thank you guys for joining me today. And I hope that you guys would return and we can speak a lot more about this venture.
As long as you have us, we'll come back.
Everybody go and follow Dazed Ducks on Instagram and Twitter at Dazed Ducks, and visit our website too, DazedDucks.com. There's going to be a lot coming.
Excellent.
And follow Guava as well.
Yep.
Definitely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost out the door. But before we go, we're going to have this quick commercial break and we'll be right back.